I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback regarding your Real Deal Taco and where you are now. Um, this page looks nice. I do want to talk about this. We can have a circle here, but not an oval, all right, because that takes us off brand. So let's look at this, okay? Here we have a particular color of green, and we change that later. So let's take a look and see where that happens. But cut this down. We talked about that in the first video feedback. This has to be cut down to just a few paragraphs. You'll go through and edit what is not important. Also, we want to get into it quicker. So you have this lovely photo, a little pixelated, so might not be the highest rendering of that. But we need to get into this quicker. So it might even look something like this, right? If you want the palm tree there or whatever. But we need to get into this content in our story sooner, even like this. So one way we can do this, it's a big shift. If you take this and move it over to the left and you bring your navigation up to your right, up here, that can buy you this much space. And then you can try and get this up here, right? That's one thing you can do. Here, we've got different, one of the things you want to make sure you do is throughout your site, just have one for headers and one for body type. So just keep that in mind as you're going through. And here's where I want to point something out. This is nice and dark, but maybe it needs to be in this value range, maybe, or this kind of lime green instead of this Kelly green. So you can make this a little darker and it probably fit here, and be dark enough, have enough contrast. This doesn't quite have enough contrast, so it needs to be darker and or heavier, bolder, or both. This same here, just too light to read. Anyone with low vision is going to have trouble with that. Okay, so that's something that we want to look at. Good job with your disclaimer. And you have your social media there. You also have it here. You only need it in one place. Okay. You do get right into the content, so that's good. Like I said, if we move this over here, make it round, you're going to get to move some of this content up. Your contact, okay, so here we've got another font, and this is what we're talking about. If this is your header, your social media for Contact Us, you want to get into it quicker, something like that, and you want your headers to match. So here you go into starters and you have this font, and then here you have this font. Okay, so we want these to be consistent. We want your headers to be all the same, and here you have another one. So you want to settle in on one font throughout and make sure that you have the same upper or lower case consistently throughout. Okay, these are really important web strategies, and this looks great. Love it. Again, if we could get into it quicker, that would be great. And these are lovely photos. I recognize them. But it's okay that we scroll down because really these testimonials are not critical. This is a situation though where we want to remove glassware and glass dishes because it's a food truck, and that's something that they, it's not a sit-down restaurant, so they won't be providing plates and things like that. All right. Okay, so these are just some things I want you to think about. Definitely make those corrections so you can have a great portfolio piece because you're extremely close. All right. Good job.